Are you familiar with my other YouTube channel, TradeSmart AI? On that channel I test and release simple strategy scripts that I code with the help of AI, usually ChatGPT. Occasionally I test different concepts regarding AI and trading, test which AI is the best for coding, and explain how to code with ChatGPT. As of now, I've released dozens of free strategy scripts on that channel, and I had an idea. Let's find the best performing strategies and turn one of them into an official premium TradeSmart script using the filters and options that were presented in the Best Strategy version 2 beta script. That script contains all of the best filters I found. It has a lot of useful options like trading stop loss, percentage-based stop loss, multiple fixed stop losses, you can even limit trading days, and much more. So I choose one of the best performing strategies on TradeSmart AI, then replace the entry logic of the Best Strategy version 2 beta script to the entry logic of the script I took from TradeSmart AI. And with that, a new premium script was born that is available for all of our Smart Trader team members on Patreon starting from today. The new premium strategy is called MACD double cross plus 3 EMA strategy. The entry logic of this strategy also contains an RSI with a moving average and a Keltner channel. After coding the strategy, I optimized it for the Solana USDT 30-minute chart, and the results, they were great. In the last year it made 54% net profit, in the last 2 years 204% net profit, and in the last 4 years almost 400% net profit. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. But just before I get into it, I wanted to mention that our premium scripts and optimizations performed extremely good last month and generated more than 270% net profit with fees included. Just a quick glimpse, here you can see how these premium strategy optimizations performed so far since we've been tracking them. Okay, so here you can see the backtest results for the last 4 years that this new MACD double cross strategy created. Now this is how the script looks like. The layout and everything is just like with the Best Strategy version 2 beta script, with an only difference that we removed the super trend entry and the Donchian channel entry and replaced it with the triple EMA plus MACD double cross and RSI plus KC entry signal. So this part, what you can see here, is the entry logic itself. I will explain how it works in just a moment. But going through the script, you have all the fixed stop losses, the ATR-based stop loss, the percentage-based stop loss, 2 trading stop loss options, one is a ATR-based trading and the other is a Donchian trading, which is basically a swing low, swing high stop loss. You have 2 different exit signal options if you don't want to use the fixed take profit levels. You also have the force exits and all the different filters that I showcased so far for the other script. And as usual, on the bottom you have the automation section, which you can use to automate this trading strategy and let it trade for you automatically using 3 commas, wonder trading or many other options. Now if you become a smart trader, I will send you the guides how you can automate a strategy like this using this automation section. Okay, but now let me explain the full strategy with all the indicators needed with the correct parameter settings, and then we will take a deeper look on the backtest results. Now keep in mind that this strategy is extremely complicated. You can see how many filters we are using. That's why I always recommend to use a strategy script like this that can automatically calculate all the entry and exit points, the stop loss and take profit levels for you. But for those who want to manually try this strategy, let's see it. So first of all, head over to TradingView and make sure that you are on the Solana USDT 30-minute chart. Once you got that, open up the Indicators tab and let's add our indicators. First we will need 3 different EMAs, so type in 3 EMA and add this one to your chart. This indicator contains all the 3 EMAs in one indicator, so you save space and time with it. Next, add the Keltner channel. Add this one, it's a built-in indicator. Then we will use an SMMA or an RMA as a trend filter. So type in smoothed moving average and add this one. This is also a built-in indicator. Next up, we need a MACD that will give us the base entry signals. Add the moving average convergence divergence. Then the RSI. After that, TDFI. This is one of the best filters I found so far. Add this one, it usually improves every strategy I try to use it with. Next up the MFI, add the money flow index, and you will need to add an EMA for this money flow index, so type in EMA and find the moving average exponential and click on it. And we will do the same with the Chanda momentum, so type in Chanda momentum, add this one, and type in an EMA again, and add a moving average exponential again. Okay, now we have the indicators on the chart, but we need to change some settings. So first of all, let's set up the MFI and the Chandamo with the EMAs. To do that, you should find the EMA you added to your chart. It will be this line in my case. Click on it, start pulling it down, and release it when you are on the MFI. This way the EMA will be placed on the MFI indicator. Once you got that, you have to open up the settings of this EMA and change its source to MFI. This way the EMA will move according to the MFI indicator. Now you have to do the same process with the candle momentum, so just place the EMA on the candle momentum, set its source to candle momentum, and these two indicators are set. Okay, but now let's go over the parameter settings. First, open up the 3 EMA indicator, which is part of the base logic of this strategy. Set the short EMA to 70, the long EMA to 25, and the trend EMA length to 55. You can color however you like. I used this color in this case. Next, open up the Keltner channel. Set its length to 85, its multiplier to 7. Then go over to the Styles tab and untick the Basis option. Now, as this Keltner channel is part of the base entry logic, you can turn this off. But what I noticed after the optimization, in my opinion, the price almost never goes outside of these Keltner channels because it's set so far away from the price. So technically, in my opinion, you can avoid the Keltner channel overall for this optimization. Next, let's set up our trend filter, the SMMA. Set its length to 380, and you can color however you like. I use this white color for this. Now open up the MACD settings. Make sure the fast length is set at 3, the slow length is 40, and the signal smoothing is 9. Now open up the RSI, set its length to 50, and set the smoothing type to EMA and its length to 50. After that, we go over to the TDFI. Lookback should be set at 80, and the filter high at 0, and you can set the filter low to 0 too. Now in the Styles tab, I unticked this level 1 option and changed the colors this way. This makes it easier to see where the valid entries are, because when we see green bars, that means that the TDFI allows a valid long entry, but if it's red, it means it disallows it. Moving on to the MFI, set its length to 10, then open up the MFI-based EMA and set its length to 60. I also colored it white. And finally, open up the Chandamo, set its length to 40, and the Chandamo-based EMA, set its length to 100, and I changed its line to white. Okay, as I told you, this strategy is very complicated, but now let's take a look on a valid long entry and exit, and let me explain you how to trade this strategy. To find a good entry, I will enable the strategy script, and here we have a nice entry that we can take a look on. This will be the entry signal, and that will be the exit point. Okay, now I will hide the script. And first of all, for a valid long entry, the price needs to close above all the 3 EMAs and the SMMA trend filter that we set up. So these 3 lines are the 3 EMAs, and this white line is the SMMA. The price clearly closed above it, so we can move on to the next step. Next, the price needs to close inside the Keltner channels. That means that the price can close above the upper Keltner channel line and can close below the lower Keltner channel line. In this case, the close was right here, just under the upper Keltner channel, so we are good to go. Now let's see the other filters. Now for the MACD, I need to zoom in a bit to show you how it works. So this white line shows us the valid entry signal candle. And for a valid entry signal, we need to see a double cross pattern. What does that mean? Well, here you can see we get a cross up right at this level. Then we get a cross down right here. And then we get another cross up. To spot the cross-ups, you just need to look when the histogram switches from red to green, or from green to red. Now the key part here is that the second cross-up, where the entry signal is, needs to be at a higher level than where the first cross-up was. So if I want to visualize it to you, the first cross-up was at this level, and the second cross-up was at this level. It's clear that the second cross-up is at a higher level than the first cross-up, so this entry is still valid. The logic behind this double MACD cross is that first we get an initial momentum, then we get a pullback phase where the price just consolidates or pulls back a little, creating a better entry opportunity for us, so we don't buy when the price is already at a high level, and then the price action shows that it still wants to continue the upwards movement, and the momentum is still strong as the second cross-up was at a higher level than the first cross-up. If you check the chart, you can see that this was the first cross-up movement, and then the price consolidates. Here we get the cross down, and slowly but surely we get the other cross up right here, which confirms that the momentum is still there. Okay, next up on the RSI plus EMA, we need to see that the RSI value is above the RSI-based EMA. And that is the case here, so we can move on to the TDFI. On the TDFI, we only need to see the green bar, and there's a green bar on the entry signal candle, so that's also good. On the money flow index plus EMA, we need to see that the money flow index line, which is this purple line here, is above the money flow index based EMA, which is this white line. Just by a bit, but the MFI is higher than that EMA, so we are good to go. And finally, on the candle momentum line, this blue line, needs to be above the candle momentum based EMA. And that's it. Those are all the entry rules with all the filters that are needed for a very long entry with this strategy. And keep in mind that this strategy is a long-only strategy. When I optimized for crypto, I found that creating long-only strategies is always better than trying to create a long plus short strategy. Okay, now let's hide the filters, and we can take our entry at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Oh, and we forgot to set up one thing, the fixed stop loss and take profit level, which is an ATR based stop loss and take profit, so let's quickly do that. Open up the indicators tab once more and type in NNFX ATR. Add this one. Open up its settings, set the X value to 220, set the TP value to 22 and the SL value to 14. Then switch to the styles tab, uncheck the sell TP, the sell SL and the main ATR and change the line styles to step line. Okay, now we have our stop loss and take profit levels. So your stop loss will be placed right here at the red NNFX ATR line and the take profit up here at the blue NNFX ATR line. Now there are two possible ways of exiting this trade. Either the stop loss or the take profit gets hit, or if the position has been opened for 80 candles, we close the position immediately. For this optimization, I found that closing off after 80 candles actually improves the strategy. But let me quickly show you with the strategy script. So these are the results with this 80 candle force exit. Now let's see what we have if we disallow that 80 candle force exit. So here is the force exit, it's set to 80 candles. Now let's untick it and update the report. And as you can see, the net profit from 400% goes down to 183% and the equity drawdown goes up to 86%. So yeah, using the force exit works pretty well with this strategy. So let's turn it back and let's see. Now to measure the 80 candle force exit, we will use a tool here from the left side, this date and price range tool. Now click on the entry signal candle and start measuring the 80 bars. And there it is, 80 bars is right here. So if until this point, nor the stop loss nor the take profit got hit, then we will close the position on the open of the next candle. Now in this specific case, nor the stop loss nor the take profit was hit, so the strategy exited the position right around there. And with that we had a 1 to 0.62 risk reward ratio trade, but it can be higher, it can be lower, depending on when the trade is closed. Okay, so that's all you need to know about this strategy. Again, if you want to get access to this premium script and to all of my other premium scripts and 50 plus optimizations, just visit my Patreon page, link is down in the description, and become a Smart Trader tier member. Once you become a Smart Trader, you send me your TradingView username, I will grant you access to the 10 plus premium scripts we have. You will get into our premium Discord, where you can find all the optimizations, the monthly performance summaries, where we track how these strategies perform, and everything else you need to know. I will also send you guides on Patreon to help you get started with setting up the strategy scripts, the optimizations, and potentially the trading bot automation. And now to close out the video, let's take a look on the backtest results. As usual, I optimized the strategy, leaving around half a year of out-of-sample data. So my optimization date range was from 2021, the 1st of April, until 2025, the 1st of April. And look at that. In the optimization date range, the strategy took 195 trades, generated 489% net profit with a 25% maximum drawdown. The win rate is quite good actually with this one, but I usually never focus on win rate, because a low win rate strategy can outperform a high win rate strategy if the risk reward ratios are in that favor. And the profit factor is above 2, which is pretty good. Now here you can see the performance tab, the trade analysis tab, and the risk performance ratios. Now, if I turn on the buy and hold, you can see that Solana actually outperformed this strategy. But keep in mind that 4 years ago, Solana's price was pretty low, and that was the time it started exploding. So now, as Solana's market cap is relatively high, the growth of it will slow down, and that's why if you take a look on the last year, you will see that our strategy outperforms this. As you can see, this blue line is Solana's buy and hold equity curve, and this is our strategy. Now let me show you the out of sample data, which is from 2025, 1st of April, until 2025, the 13th of November. And on the out of sample data, the strategy still performs good. The profit factor is a bit low, but the drawdown is okay. Of course, with no strategy, you can expect it to perform extremely good all the time. Sometimes it has its better periods and sometimes it has its worse periods. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to release this optimization officially to our Smart Trader tier members. Then we will start tracking it how it performs on live market data for a few months. And until then, I'm not going to trade it. The strategy has proved itself that it is not overfitted, not over-optimized, and it can still perform good after the optimization date range. As always, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Oh, and I almost forgot one thing. I didn't talk about the position sizing and the fees. So let's switch over to the properties tab of this strategy. The commission is set to 0.1%. The slippage is set to 2 ticks. Now the initial capital is $10,000, but don't worry about the order size because we are using our own position sizing, and that is to risk a set percentage on each trade. In this case, we risk 20% on each trade. I know it's a high value, but with this optimization, that value what brings the strategy to a 25% maximum drawdown and to over 500% net profit. We are using the non-compounding option in this case. Now what does this mean? This means that on each trade, you will set the position sizing in a way that if the stop loss gets hit right away, it will lose 20% of the starting capital, which is $10,000 in this case. I know it sounds risky, but let me show you what happens if we don't use this risk management and we just enter into every trade with $10,000 capital. So before that we had 500% net profit. Now we only have 380% net profit and a higher drawdown, 30%. That's why when I optimize, I always use our own built-in position sizing, the risk management option. And that wraps up today's video. If you want to get access to the new double MACD cross strategy and to 10 plus other premium scripts with more than 50 optimizations made for them, visit our Patreon page and become a Smart Trader tier member. Link is in the description. If you are interested in how much profit our premium scripts generated recently, check out the latest 6-month profit review video here. Or if you want to see a strategy from my other channel, TradeSmart AI, that performed extremely good, check out this video. As always, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day, and until next time, trade smart.